Hey, everybody, welcome. We are going to get going here. I hope you're having a good day. It's been an exciting election night, and this thing looks like will probably go on for a while. So we will see what happens. So it's going to be short and sweet this Wednesday. I just want to uh, really have you think about spending time on the items that you really have control over, right? So when we look at these elections that are occurring and some of the stuff going on with the voting, getting all the numbers in, of course, we're in a interesting time with the coronavirus that forced a lot of ballots to be sent via mail, drop boxes, etc. So we really can't control what happens outside of us in these situations. What we can do, and I talked about this Monday, was we can control how we react to these situations, right? And how we choose to react and how we can start to strategize and plan around whatever that event is. And I know me personally, I've been through a lot of different presidents in my lifetime. And guess what? I've survived them all. I've figured out how to make money in all the different administrations, whether it was an all Democrat administration or an all Republican administration or a mixture of both. It doesn't matter. So I feel confident that we are all going to figure this thing out, regardless of who the next president is and regardless of what the makeup of the Congress is. It just may take a while for us to find out. So, what I want to talk about today is you controlling your destiny, you focusing on the things that you have power over. If you haven't looked at the 10 distinctions in a while, pick up my book, page 312. And I want to talk about distinction number two today, taking responsibility for your own results. No one is coming to save you. The government's not going to save you. The stimulus checks are not going to save you. Uncle Sam's not going to come in and save you. The only person that's going to be able to save you is you. So the first thing that we have to really do is live from a place of total responsibility for the results that we are creating in our life. You know, I've got the opportunity to speak at a convention next week, and that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to have the entire sales group of a very, very large company talking about dealing with the challenges that they are facing in today's environment, strategizing around those challenges, but also ultimately coming back to themselves and making sure they are taking responsibility for their results. So you can only control what's in your sphere of influence, and you need to be looking at what the potential outcomes in any situation could be. So, more importantly, when we look at what could happen on the second wave, what typically happens at the end of the year in our industry, where will you have time to strategize and plan? What's going to be your setup for 2021? What worked this year? What didn't work this year? What can you adjust and what can control and become more successful in your business? So here's a few ideas to think about as we start to close the year. We're sitting here at the beginning of November. We're working through a 90-day sprint, right? One third of it's complete. I would be looking back at October and seeing if you hit the numbers and the targets and the items that you said you were going to hit and what you focused on. You've really got 60 days here, less than 60 days to finish out this year. And as we close it out, keep in mind, and I hear different things, but based on my experience, typically after the holidays, maybe up into mid-December, second week, we have a little lull in activity in our business because merchants are out doing sales. I don't know if it's going to be the same this year. And then normally at the beginning of the year, it slows down a little bit as well. So you've got a 2 or 3 week period where you can really sit down and get present and start to look at what 2021 is going to look like for you. And maybe it's revamping your sales and marketing. Maybe it's looking at your lead generation strategies. Maybe it's looking at your distribution strategies, sales partners, direct marketing, indirect marketing, collateral material. email campaigns, social media campaigns, whatever it is for you, right? And I know I'm playing with a lot of stuff right now from a marketing perspective, which once I figure out a system that works in some areas, I'm happy to share it with everyone. But I've got a lot on my plate for this end of year. We're launching some new products. We're doing some new point of sale lending stuff. We've got vendors, backends, processing systems, integrations, APIs, lots and lots of different work that I'm focused on. So for me, the challenge is staying in my lane and focusing on those big projects that I have to focus on and not get too distracted. So start to think about 2021. Are you going to set up some new vendors? Do you need to review some new partners? Do you need to look at some new products? Are these new products going to, how are they going to play into your new strategy? What are you going to use these new products for? Are they lead generation? Is it new revenue? Is it a new distribution channel, a way to recruit more partners? How we use these products, looking at your current contracts and relationships, right? Is the processor you're working with delivering the way that they should? Is the support there? Is the product mix there? Are there some other verticals that you might want to get into, high risk processing, or maybe you haven't gotten on the bandwagon for cash discount? Maybe you want to look at surcharging or fuel merchants or online ordering or review some new point of sale systems or some new payment gateways. Whatever it is for you, this is your opportunity to really spend this time efficiently thinking about where you can make a difference in 2021. So I would finish November as strong as you can, work through December, watch your cash flow, be prepared for anything. Watch your cash flow. Cash is king again. And my third tip would be watch your cash flow, right? Cash is king in these volatile times. So make sure you have enough to keep the business afloat and look at how you can strategically think about 2021. So I'll be holding a free workshop, 2021 planning session for the whole industry. The Green Sheet's going to be sending out some information and marketing. So I'll be doing a big webinar mid-December, walking you through the whole process of looking at 2021, recapping our fourth quarter, and then working through the process of coming up with what's 2021 going to look like for you, and then working on that first 90-day sprint that all of the members work on. So think about these items, stay strong, control what you can, and go about your life as normal as you can, and start to really be open to new ideas, start to get creative, let it come to you, start to brainstorm, get yourself out a whiteboard and a yellow tablet and sit down and write for a while. And new ideas and new ways of doing things will probably come to you. So I hope you have a great week. We will see you next week, and we'll see where we're at next Monday. Talk to you soon.